Good evening. The family of Diane Brimble's outraged. No one will be held responsible for her death on a cruise ship. Prosecutors have dropped a manslaughter charge against Adelaide man Mark Wilhelm, who finally admitted today he'd supplied her with an illegal drug.
For 8 years, Mark Wilhelm was blamed for Diane Brimble's death.
Mark, do you feel vindicated at all?
Say about today's result.
Today, he left Sydney's Supreme Court red-eyed and emotional after being cleared of killing the Brisbane mother of 3. There was no relief for Diane's family.
The system's failed us. The system's frustrated us.
Ms Brimble met Wilhelm and his mates on the Pacific Sky in 2002, had sex with a number of them and died after he gave her the drug Fantasy. Last year, a jury couldn't reach a verdict on manslaughter, so Wilhelm was due to face a retrial today. Instead, the most serious charges were dropped and he pleaded guilty to merely supplying the drug. Justice Howie said now was time to set the record straight. Mark Wilhelm wasn't responsible for Diane Brimble's death, and he did little more than offer her a drug he couldn't have known would kill her. Sean Berry, 7 News.
7 News can reveal the extent of the debts owed by the collapsed company which ran the classic Adelaide rally. Staff, race officials and taxpayers are more than $1 million out of pocket, but they're being warned not to hold their breath.
It's been a tough few weeks for David Edwards, and it's about to get a whole lot tougher. His company, Silverstone Events, has been placed in liquidation, leaving behind a long list of creditors. One of them is merchandiser and old friend Sandy Nelson. He hasn't received a cent from last year's Classic Adelaide and is nearly $40,000 out of pocket.
You don't mind losing $4,000, you can probably cope with it, but 40 for a small business like what we've got is very significant.
Among 88 others on the list, the SA Ambulance Service, the Tax Office and the Confederation of Australian Motorsport.
It's a major event for us and the South Australian government as a whole, so it's disappointing.
Edwards' company owes more than $1.1 million. After examining the paper trail, liquidators will also investigate if it traded while insolvent. Creditors will learn their fate at a meeting next Tuesday, and the early signs aren't good. Liquidators say they'll be lucky to see a single cent of what they're owed. Edwards couldn't be contacted today, but when we caught up with him last month...
Why don't you speak to my lawyer?
He's also owed money, over $12,000. Mark Mooney, 7 News.